I have been born and raised in a place called Minor. This place has commonly been known as ghetto, or in other words, slums. It is in the sub-county of Laikipia West, Laikipia County, and has an approximately a population of 40,000 people, of whom I can confidently say that 10% of the population are stable and can be able to access basic needs of their lives. But the other population, 90%, are what I can refer to as low-class people, because they struggle to get their basic needs. They do not have stable or well-paying jobs. And generally, there are people who depend on hand-to-mouth for their survival. Especially in the sector of education, I have witnessed, when I was in primary school and even in high school, so many dropouts of many boys and girls, not because they were not willing to study, but because their parents could not afford to pay for their school fees. So many were not able to finish schools, and the few who did, it was through struggles. It required a lot of sacrifice. It required a lot of self-denial. These dropouts I have witnessed, they have resulted in early pregnancies. They have also led to unsuccessful early marriages among my peers. And generally, I can say all this has resulted to the level of illiteracy to go up. Among these harsh conditions of my home area, I do not stand as a spectator, because I have also partaken in the cup of suffering. I have also gone through a lot to be able to reach where I am today. Just to give a short experience of myself, I witnessed how Mom used to struggle so that she could be able to provide for us the basic needs, and so that we can have proper housing, we can have clothes, we can have food, and even have basic education. It was really a struggle. Sometimes we would go hungry because Mom depended on casual labors, and sometimes they were never readily available. She had also to work for longer hours. It's not once or twice I have slept in the neighborhood because Mom left very early in the morning to go to work and even come back home late in the evening or at night. She had to go for small-scale jobs and all sorts of works, and more especially she had to work several times as a housemaid so that she could be able to provide for us our basic needs. Therefore, I have also gone through a lot to reach where I am, and to get the basic needs of life, it was never a sure bet. And whenever I got them, I never took it for granted, because I knew it called for self-sacrifice and self-denial of my mom. From these experiences, and from all this, is where I can trace the heart and the soul of my vocation. And I think Mom contributed greatly to put a seed of service in my heart, because it is not pleasing to see many people struggle. It is not pleasing to see many people go without daily bread, people without having something to place on their table for their survival, and even to lack basic education. And therefore, the heart and the soul of my vocation, I can say, it is service to those people who are in the peripheries of life, those who cannot afford a daily bread, people who cannot even be able to cater for the education of their children, who possess a lot of potential in their lives. I am Seminarian John Wangondu, and in my discernment towards the journey to priesthood, I pray to God to help me to be instrumental to the society, so that I can be able to help those many people who are going through the challenges that I went through in my village and even beyond. But this can only be possible if you stand by us.